Hey everybody, I'm Rick. Welcome in to our first ever Q&A. Oh, my signal's no good. Where you can ask me anything you want to ask. It doesn't have to be about hockey, preferably actually not about hockey. I spent the whole day hockeying here on YouTube. So yeah, ask away any questions and I will do my best to answer. And that's what we're doing. Happy New Year, everybody. It's about to happen 30 minutes from now. We'll hit 2024. And yeah, I don't know what else to do except look and see who's here. And if you are here, please talk to me in the chat and we should have hopefully a good time. Randy, are we on? Are we on? Are we on? Can you hear me now? We're on now. I apologize for the signal, but I imagine I'm going to say that there's a lot of people online communicating with family all over the place. That's probably why that's happening. Rena Gale, good to see you out there, by the way. Happy New Year. And to you and Corey. And thanks. I appreciate that you've been out there a long time. And no worries, you're a Leafs fan. That's all. You know, that's perfectly fine. Guru, hey, Guru, welcome back in. Phil is awake. The biggest question burning in his mind is paper or plastic? Are we talking about bags? Plastic. Bags at the supermarket, definitely plastic. 8 people, 6 down to 6 now. Hey, listen, we'll see what we get. But the point of this is ask away, and it doesn't matter if they're stupid questions. It doesn't matter. Just rapid fire, ask them, and we'll see if we can have fun with this. That's the plan. What was I doing in between the post game and now? I was watching it, almost finished. Ricky Gervais' Armageddon. Pretty funny and controversial. Plastic bags and straws might be coming back. Apparently, yeah, they will be. Hey, Joe, welcome back in. Was going to have an afternoon snooze, but then I'm on. Phil says boxers or briefs. Boxers. Boxer briefs, actually, is what I wear. Not true boxers, but definitely not briefs. Boxer. You want me to show you? No. All right. That's we're getting there. We're getting there. So ask away your silly questions, preferably not hockey. I don't really want to make this about hockey, although it's all hockey around me. I can't change the set that quickly, but yeah, let's have fun with some silly stuff. You just throw all that in the car. You have boxes in there for shopping. As for straws, I bring from the cup. Like I drink from the cup. I mean, like a Viking. Considering I had somebody, where did I see this? I'm not sure where I saw this, but they stopped with the plastic bags at the supermarket, right? For the environment. So they took away the thing that held all the other plastic things that you bought. But that bag is going to make the difference. Besides, we all know what they do with it. They burn it anyway. They don't recycle much. Recycling is a big lie. So, what was everyone doing 1 year ago? Was there a show last year? No, I don't think so. Honestly, I really don't. I think I was going to do one and then didn't, or I did one, but not like this. This is a totally different idea. Gravy or tomato sauce, that's ketchup, on hot chips. You're talking about French fries. Is that what you mean by hot chips? Either or, depending on the mood. I like gravy on my fries, and I like ketchup. I also make a very simple aioli, just mayonnaise, hoisin sauce. Try that one, hoisin sauce. You don't need a lot, just dip it a little bit. It's a little salty, which is fine. You don't need to put as much salt on your fries, and it's awesome. Franco. Okay, so when I was younger, paper I guess that's bags and it auto-corrected. Were okay until someone decided that was hurting the trees. Then they introduced plastic bags, and then right. So like, why is that's a good that's a good point actually. Is like, why is paper good again? Like the best thing are the reusable bags, which I use now, right? I mean, my son orders from Walmart all the time. They send them all the time. I've got if I don't have 500 of those bags, I don't have one. You know what I mean? So I use those now, but plastic was so much easier. And then plastic is always, for the litter box, clean up the litter. That's what I use them for. Phil, I thought potatoes needed no flavor. Is it say flavor? You thought potatoes needed no flavor. That was mashed potatoes. I didn't say potatoes don't. That was mashed potatoes. It was a different thing. And if you don't know what the difference is, well, try dipping your mashed potatoes in ketchup with your hands. They're different. Am I a Trailer Park Boys fan? I am. Not really lately, but I mean I saw I saw like 13 seasons of Trailer Park Boys. So yeah, I'm overall definitely. You also love sour cream on your hot chips. Well, that I never heard of. I never heard of that. So that's something different. And I like sour cream like on mashed potatoes. I like it on baked potatoes. So why not? Butter or margarine? It's been so many years I've been using margarine that I actually mostly for most things prefer margarine. In my industry, says Guru, we use DEF for exhaust fumes. For exhaust fumes are environmental issues. DEF comes in a one-time use plastic jug instead of grocery bags on the outside of the road. Is DEF jugs now. That's the whole point, right? The little grocery bag is not worse than that jug. Yet the jug's okay, grocery bag not okay. And the truth of it all is that if you do throw them out or you do recycle them, they go to the same place. They get burnt as biofuel. That's the lie of it all. Even cardboard. I know here you throw out cardboard in the recycling, and they don't know what the fucking hell to do with cardboard. They don't really recycle much of it. So apparently, what was the stat I saw? About 10% of recycling that we put out actually gets recycled. The rest gets burnt as biofuel. That's the lie they don't want to tell us. Ketchup is only for accompanying that orange stuff we call cheese. Ketchup? What are you talking about? You put ketchup on your cheese just to eat cheese? What? Butter is better than margarine. Oh, I don't disagree, but I'm just so used to it. And butter is kind of expensive. So yeah, I do margarine. Franco loves struggling to remember to bring his good bags to the store while I watch the recycle guy throw my bin across the street like he really cares. No, exactly, right? No, I always remember. Well, if I'm going shopping, like I'm doing a thing, I'm not just like impromptu going shopping, like all of a sudden. So, yeah, I always have my reusable bags. Joe says butter by far good spreadable butter like mainland from New Zealand. Um, yeah, I mean, I don't like if I started eating butter all the time, I get used to it again as that. But I don't know. I'm just so used to the margarine that I'm used to it, and that's what I buy. I do have butter though. It's good for certain things. Grilled cheese. I use ketchup for that. Almost. Well, that's it. Maybe a burger. Use ketchup on grilled. It's not that I haven't heard of that. No, I don't put ketchup on grilled cheese. That's for sure. No. But with grilled cheese, I like have bacon, a bacon grilled cheese, or ham, or lots of different things. Joe uses barbecue sauce on burgers. Yeah, I mean, listen, you know what? Barbecue sauce when you're like, especially if you're barbecuing your burgers, you can mix them in, or you make them up into patties, or just brush it on. That's good stuff. I like barbecue sauce on burgers, but I still put some ketchup and mustard, or and relish, or whatever. Sometimes it's all of them: mustard, relish, ketchup, and mayonnaise. And sometimes it's just mustard and relish, and sometimes just ketchup on burgers. On hot dogs, never ketchup. Best burger is a Ron Swanson burger. Parks and Rec. Yep. Ron Swanson. We got the meats. Keep them coming, folks. Keep them coming. I'm full of answers. I'm full of other things too, but we can't say it. No, I can't say it. But as a Montrealer, do you have an opinion on what happens to poutine or steamed hot dogs in today's internet boozoo car delivery world? Oh, good. I don't think have I ordered. I haven't ordered hot dogs. Oh, I shouldn't say that. From LaBelle, we probably have a couple of times. Yeah, it's not good for hot dogs, and it's for poutine okay because you can heat up in poutine. Hot dogs are not easy to heat up, right? So my opinion is I probably would not order hot dogs like on Skip the Dishes or DoorDash or something. But poutine, yeah. What's this about the construction, Phil? I lost you. Is that from Parks and Rec? That's a line from Parks and Rec. It was a good show. I haven't seen it in a while, and oddly enough, it's not one I've been like. I'll rewatch things, as you know. I've told you I've seen like Justified all the way through 9 times, but I haven't rewatched it. I don't know why. And that was a damn good show. No, I've ordered off of Skip and and DoorDash. Hell, I wait for them to send me 50% off. We want you to order again. Here's 50% off your next 3 orders. So I use those, but I checked first, and apparently they don't penalize the restaurant for that 50%. It comes off of their own profits. When I heard that, I said, okay, because I didn't like doing that. I didn't want the restaurants to be hurt by that. So I didn't take advantage of that, but now I do. Not often. I don't order often. You saw a funny on TV only once during a sport match there. Frankfurt's heated up inside a thermos flask for hot dogs. Yeah, I could see that. You keep them warm like that, anyways, hot. I guess I could see that. Guess I don't use any apps. My phone lasts for over a week. It's only for calls and texts. Basically, now I've got some apps on there. I don't use them very much though. That's all I do. I watch YouTube when I'm doing the dishes. The rest is just phone and text. Yeah, I'm the same way. My phone is for a phone and texting. I don't do a lot with it. I don't do internet. I don't have data. So, nope. I'm old fashioned that way. And you know what? Sure, there's times when it would be convenient to have data and all that stuff, but I wouldn't use it much either. So I'm not paying extra to have that shit. And then, no, As a matter of fact, my plan. I've had this phone for a while. Well, I've been with is it Virgin for a while. I've had the same plan. They don't offer that plan anymore, but they can't take it away from me either unless I change plans. So I've just kept it, and it's been the same price for I don't know how many years. It hasn't gone up, and I get more than I did at the beginning. I get phone now. I can phone across Canada. When I first got it, I couldn't, only in Quebec. Now phone across Canada, the texting, like, so I'm not giving that up. What, to have internet? I mean, I wouldn't use it enough to make it pay. Phil, I know my ex-wife Lou was gonna do. She was telling me about the same thing then you told me about it, that you'd made it, and it was like, yeah, it's the same. She was gonna do that, so yeah, that's cool. Like if I made my own butter, I would eat it, of course. If Joe, if they saw that on TV, that whoever the thermos company would be selling a lot more, right? It's good promotion for the thermos. When I was doing CAA, I did CAA for 2 years, I think, in 2004 and five, I want to say. What kept me going in the winters? Because we were outside a lot, right? So I had this thermos that was fantastic. Put stuff in hot in the morning, came out just as hot 3 in the afternoon. That kept me going in the winters, hot food. So love thermoses, but good ones. Have you mentioned Shorzy? Not tonight, but I have. I Googled it last week. We'll check it out next time. I want to binge watch something. Looked interesting. Oh, you haven't seen Shorzy? Oh, yeah, 2 seasons of Shorzy. You're going to like it. I mean, you like hockey. You're going to like Shorzy. Shorzy a good Canadian hockey show. There's no other way to describe it. You're going to like it. AOE 2 replays. That's too much. AOE. Is that how you pronounce the first word in that? The Fonz. I don't do internet. You're on the internet, bud. No, I don't do internet on my phone, dude. We're talking about phone. You got that. Messing around, trolling me there. Yeah, I just don't do it on my phone. I'm on this too much every day. I mean, I work on the internet. I watch all my shows on the internet. I do everything on the internet. So yeah, too much of that. You think Shorzy's overrated? I'm just curious though. Where are you from? Before I say I answer that, but it doesn't matter where you're from. But I'm curious where you're from that you think it's overrated. I think most Canadian guys that are into hockey would really like that show. And Happy New Year to you. Thank you. We're getting there. 12 minutes away. Somebody remind me because I'm going to probably forget. I don't make much in New Year's. I don't really care. So sorry. Franco, what do you think about the fact that there's no snow on the ground yet? This is the longest in my life ever. No snow yet. I've never gone this far. I think the previous longest was not that long ago, a few years ago, where we had no snow and it was plus 15 on Christmas Eve day. And then by the time I went home, like I went over to friends, by the time I went home that night, excuse me, it was already snowing. And yeah, so excuse me, I wanted to burp. So we ended up with a white Christmas, but that was the longest I remember ever. So this is this is odd. Scary odd. Phil, absolutely 100%. That thermos was lined with glass, the best kind. No, you know what? I'm going to take that back. It was not. It was all metal. I don't think there was glass in there. Maybe there was. It was not. Oh, I see what you mean. Lined. Yes. It was all metal. And I think inside was glass. Yeah. Inside the metal. I don't know. Whatever it was the best thermos I ever had. And then it got dented. And I forget what happened to it, but it's gone. A thermos flask. Keep them hot toddies hot. They don't often make them like they used to. They don't make thermoses like they used to. There's a good Canadian hockey show? Yes, Shorzy. How do you not know Shorzy? Shorzy, Letterkenny guys. Jared Kiso. One of the characters on Letterkenny, his name is Shorzy. He's a hockey player. He's an asshole. And they spun him off into a show. 2 seasons now. Easy to watch, 6 episodes. You can, in an hour and a half, pretty much. Not an hour, maybe a little under 2 hours, and you're done. All season. Nice. When you say flask, though, Joe, I think of, for booze, you keep it in your pocket. Hey, Zachary, Happy New Year. Good to see you, buddy. Thank you for that. You're chilling in Florida. Nice. Nice. Franco, what did I do? Says Rick of Oop 8. Seriously, LOL. I think you're having trouble with autocorrect. Glasses liner inside. Yes, I realize what the liner done. No, it didn't have glass inside there. It was metal. But there was, I forget what was inside, in between the metal and the outside and inside. It was something. But I believe it was metal. But man, did that keep things hot. Like literally, I put soup in the morning, say I go to work, say it was in there from 7 o'clock in the morning. I wouldn't eat lunch a lot of times till 2 in the afternoon or something like that. And it's sitting in my cold truck, just sitting there. It's kind of cold on the outside, but man, you open it up, you burn yourself trying to eat it. Yeah, I had to blow on to cool it down. That's how good that was. So best thermos I ever had. No, I don't know if it was glass inside because I don't think it broke. There was nothing shaking around inside, but it dented. And I stopped using it, and eventually it was gone. Oh, I know what happened to it. I lost it in the fire. In Lachine. That's where it went. Wait a second. Franco says, okay, here goes. Damn. Okay, so looking at your background, you have Prague. What's Prague? At Prague? Who did he play for? I'm not sure what you're saying there, Franco. I'm not sure. Well, we need some more. Come on. We need some more questions. Rapid fire. Let's go. Questions. Ask Rick. Give him a test. Yeah. Well, if you haven't seen Letterkenny, watch that as well. That's the same people. You're gonna like it. Who, what, when, where, why? That's the and how. That isn't that the 6? No, take the how away. It's the 5 W's of journalism, isn't it? I'm actually surprised. There's 10 people here. I'm surprised there's that many. I appreciate it. It's great. But we need more questions, people. We need more questions. Yes, there is some Russian bot messing with me. Is it really? That's what's happening? But seriously, you have progressed with visual and verbal communication skills. How do you feel you have progressed? Yeah, no, I'm getting, well, I mean, the set, definitely. I mean, some of it has been donated and just some of it over time, you acquire things. As far as the verbal communication, I've noticed that I'm less umming and ahhing, although some nights. But yeah, I'm getting to be more comfortable, I guess, doing this, This season, this year, 2023, I feel I've made a progress in being comfortable in front of the camera. And then therefore, my communication skills come out better, I guess. But there's some nights where I'm just brain dead. Phil says, it was the basis for journalism. I don't know how. You don't know what journalists do now. No, it's the 5 W's of journalism. Who, what, when, where, why. Now, not that I studied journalism, but I did read a couple things about, like I did read a little bit about, I guess, an interest in being, maybe it was when it was when I was younger. I learned that and it might have been in school that I learned that. I don't know, but yeah. So if I learned that in school, it's been a long time that's been like that. 5-ish minutes left. Oh, yeah, we're there. We're almost there. I have nothing planned. Like I got nothing. Nothing's gonna pop up. I didn't get anything for that. Sorry. But like I said, it's not a big deal for me, New Year's. Franco, hang in there another 4 minutes, man. You're gonna make it to next year. Come on, you can stay up till next year. Who would I pick in my 4-person trivia night team? What is a trivia night team? I have no idea. Are we doing a trivia? When did this happen? Is that something there in Australia that you have? I've never heard it termed that way, and I'm not sure what you're saying. I see the words and don't understand them. I should have got some noisemakers. I went to the dollar store. Yesterday I went shopping. I was at the dollar store. I'm looking for New Year's decorations of something. It's just something to put up, right? Nothing for New Year's. All still Christmas stuff, whatever's left over. Nothing New Year's. Not a thing. And I thought, nobody celebrates New Year's anymore. It's not a thing anymore. Like it's not like it used to be. Trivia nights are big in pubs. So it's like Trivial Pursuit. You play Trivial Pursuit or something? I like Trivial Pursuit. I'm not the greatest at it, but I'm also not horrible. Like I do know things, oddly, but I mean I'm not the best. And at certain subjects I'm really good and whatever. But I used to have 2 versions of Trivial Pursuit back in the day. Phil's a professional student. He went to school too long. So you invite him for trivia nights. That makes sense. It does. Some places, Valentine's Day stuff is out already. Oh. Yeah, no, that's a bit early, right? That's about 2 weeks early. Hey, it's my birthday, Valentine's Day, my birthday. Supposedly takes 26 hours to make full year around the world. Well, how can that be? That 20, huh? Shouldn't it be 24? I'd like to hear the explanation of how that works out. 2 minutes from 2024. These are the last 2 minutes. So is this like in football? It's stop time. It's the last 2 minutes of the year. The 2 minute, what do they call that? The 2 minute something? Yeah, but the drinking and the trivia could be make an interesting night. 1 minute to go. And I'm gonna get texts from everybody. Happy New Year. And it's like almost like, so what the fuck? It's only New Year's. It's just another year. Who's doing a countdown? Anybody doing a countdown? My guess is it's 14 seconds, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom, we're 2024. There you go. Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year. Hopefully a better year next year, but I don't feel like it will be. Hey, Matt Outdoor, welcome in. So everybody grab the person nearest you, give them a big smooch or not, and have a swig of something, and we're off to 2024. See, there's my first one. Let's see. That was my sister before. Hey, awesome. That was Guru. Guru. I got to figure out how to type now. I feel weird typing to Guru when he's right there, but I'm going to do it. Hang on, I'm almost there. Almost there. There you go. Kwame is what? Is what's that? Okay, wait. Where did I leave off? Teams of 4 or 6 with a host calling out questions. Now that sounds interesting. Sort of like here. What do we have here with high school students? What was it called? Reach for the Top. That's what it kind of sounds like. It was high school students. It was a show back when I was young on CBC. Reach for the Top. Very much like that. Thought it was early, Guru? No, it's not early. It was right on time. When 4-liter pitchers were $17, you went out. Yeah, I wonder what they're going for now. Somebody's getting a video call at my house. My son, he's not answering. There, he finally answered. All right, well, at least we got the New Year out of the way. My signal sucks. You see, my signal went down. It's New Year's. All kinds of people, I bet you, all kinds of people on video calls with family all over the place. Happy New Year there, Aiken. So this competition thing, it's only 20 questions is the whole thing? That doesn't seem like very long. Signal's back. Good. Oh, per round, 20 questions per round. That sounds like fun. I like trivia stuff, so that sounds like fun. I wouldn't mind doing that. Surprised I didn't get more texts. Well, we made it into the new year at least. Need some more questions, though. We'll go till we'll probably just go till 12:30. Well, we got another half hour at this. And I have a feeling it's a half hour of my signal going up and down as people in the area talk to their friends and family from long distances on the internet. When I was before computers, the phone would be ringing from everywhere. Hey, Elio, Happy New Year. Thank you. And really, I hope for a better year. I don't see how we're going to have a better year, but you can always hope. But isn't that the case every year? We hope for a better year. And does it ever really happen? Not very often. It just always seems to get worse. We should start being Happy New Year. Let's hope for, not a horrible year. Anybody doing New Year's resolutions? I'm not. I never keep them, so I don't do them anymore. Or busy signals because people were getting other calls, no? But yeah, back in the day. And then cell phones came out, but not all the internet, and it was you get your phone just keep going off. What would Jeff ask me? Probably Jeff had a habit of asking me questions that were really challenging. I used to he always would get I would always get the hardest questions from Jeff. So what would he ask me? I don't know. Probably whatever's controversial at the time. And considering how we left it off and everything, he'd probably ask me some right-wing question. That would be Jeff, I think. Here. First one. Who texted me this time? It's Lou. No, it's Phil this time. Okay, I'm not answering everybody that's here. I hear. Happy New Year, Phil. I'll send it after. It's too much. As long as everyone is okay and as healthy as they can be, all you can ask for. Really, that's it. We don't know what the future holds, but I'm sure it's not better than last year and whatever. No resolutions for you, Guru. I stopped doing that. I never kept. 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and then it'd be all not doing that again. Never tell others your resolution. Is that bad luck, really? I never heard of. Maybe there. I don't think I ever heard of that here. So thanks. I think of Jeff quite often. Believe me, I do. At least he's out of he doesn't have to suffer with what we all have to still suffer with. If you're drinking, don't drive. In Montreal, we got the Chez Nu. Nez Rouge. If you're out drinking, call Nez Rouge. Let them drive you home and drive your car home. I wouldn't mind. I need to lose some weight, but I don't need to make a resolution to do it. I already knew it before. Yeah, I never heard that before, Joe. That's new to me. Maybe that's why mine never worked out. That could be the reason. Yeah, Nez Rouge. I got it right the second time. I don't know what I said the first time, but it's Nez Rouge. Red nose. I did that 2 years in a row. I think I did that. I would drive the car home, and I did that a couple of times. It was nice. You were helping people out. Jeez, and it's all how long ago is that? Jeez, that's a long time ago. Was Zach even born? It was before. I think the last time when I did that was before my oldest was born, or just after. It's got to be close to 30 years when I did that. Makes for a long night, I'll tell you that. It's a late night, driving people home till all hours. Have a designated driver. Yeah, no, that's the best idea, but not everybody wants to. As long as you know somebody who doesn't drink. If you know somebody who doesn't drink, well, there's your driver. You ride in where you live, Guru? Here, I want to say here, the buses run all night and they're free, and I don't know if the taxis do something special or not, but we have Nez Rouge, so. Phil, yeah, for sure the ER is and the ICU is busy tonight. It's inevitable on a holiday like this. Metro and buses run all night, yeah. Oh, they're free. Yeah, no, they're free. I didn't hear the announcement, but every year they do that. They announce it that it's free. Well, we've got 20 more minutes to go. We need some more questions. If you're here and you haven't said hi, say hi and ask a question, silly or not, preferably not about hockey, and I will do my best to answer. In Sydney, Joe says trains run all night on New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. Yeah, that's, it's safer that way. What's the best kind of pillow? Phil, you're confusing me. Oh, yours aren't free? Oh, yeah, here they're free. Your government's cheap. Come on. Yeah, I don't know if it's everywhere in Canada, but I know here in Montreal it is. They're free of alcohol. Well, maybe not. The riders might have alcohol, Phil. But here I know the buses it's free. There's no cost. But like I said, I don't know if it's like that all over Canada. What is the best kind of pillow? You keep asking for questions. I didn't get. You just said best kind of pillow, then put the question mark. I didn't pick up on it. What is the best kind of pillow? Jeez. What do you mean, like feathers or foam? I don't really like foam. And certain kind of feather pillows are too hard. So I bought these pillows. The best kind, depending on how you sleep, right? You buy a pillow for how you sleep that works best for you. So I got two of those, and although I bought them a couple of years ago, I should get some new ones. But yeah, those are pretty good. I don't know the brand. I don't know what's inside them. But yeah, those kind are good. What's going on with Montreal's movie theater situation, post-COVID versus streaming? Couldn't tell you. When was the last time I was at a movie? I don't know, but I'll tell you what. To see a movie, to go to the theater, say it's going to be crowded and all that with, yeah, I'm probably not doing it. So I would have to think business is down for theaters. Because, yeah, I'd rather just stay at home and stream it, whether it's legally streamed or not. I don't give a shit. Yeah, I'd be rather doing that. Buses are only free till 2 a.m. Well, maybe it was Christmas that it was all night. I know there was one of these holidays it was all night. I know what a teetotaler is. Happy New Year, Franco. You're a bit late you're 13 minutes late, buddy. Why are dogs superior to cats? Because they're the best animal in the world. I like cats too, but I mean, yeah, dogs are superior to cats. But I love my cats. I got two cats. I've got a dog. Dogs are just the best. Dogs are the true gods of this planet. Spell backward, dog spelled backward is God. That's the God. Yeah, I know dogs are just special. They're just special. The theaters become cinemas. I guess that's for movies. Here they're theaters, but becoming more. I wouldn't know. Honestly, I don't know. I haven't gone to a theater or a cinema to watch a movie in like really a long time. The last time might have been with one of my kids, like that long ago. The last one I really do remember. The last two I went to that I remember, right? One was a Batman cartoon with my oldest, Zach, here. Or it might have been Jesse, my middle son. I'm not sure which one. And then one was I don't remember the movie I went to. I went to a movie with maybe with my oldest, and my wife went with my middle son. They went to what was that show? It was a cartoon. I can't remember what it was. Damn it! But that was the last time, I think. One of those 2 times was the last time. Now my oldest is 32 or 33 now, and my middle guy just turned 28. So that tells you how long ago that was. Shit, what was that show? I just can't think of it. Okay, where was I? Trailer Park Boys is too crass? Is that what you said there? Crass? Really? Dogs love you more than they love themselves. Absolutely. Yeah, dogs just give themselves completely. My little one, she's such a hugger and she loves to be kissed, and she's just a great little dog. I mean, I give her a lot. Like, I spoil her a lot. So she's got a pretty good life. Phil is more of a Frasier kind of guy. So have you watched the new Frasier? It's not that good. Joe, are some movies better on big screen? I think obviously yes, but I've gotten used to, I've gotten used to watching them here. Now I sit relatively close to the screen, hence why I'm blind. So I don't find, like, if you sit in the middle or the back of the theater, it's big and all, but I mean it's about the same. I don't know. I don't mind it watching it here. Doesn't really matter what kind of movie it is or show. Tight ass Tuesdays. Only $10 to $12 for tickets. God damn it. When I heard, they do the same thing here on Tuesdays. They used to. I don't know if they still do. It was like $7 or $8. So I don't know what it is today. And I don't know what a regular price for a movie is today anymore. Phil says, "Ew, new Frasier." No. Roz actually made an appearance last one I saw. No Dead Crane Senior. Nope. No one from the radio station. Nope. No Daphne. Nope. No David Hyde Pierce. Nope. No, thank you. And you're probably right, because it's not great. But I'm watching it because it's kind of nostalgic to see Frasier, and because there wasn't a lot on with the strikes and everything. So I've watched the first 10 episodes. Not great. No, Tuesdays was always a better. Wasn't it Tuesdays that you got the bargain ticket? I don't remember it at $2.50. I stopped. I was watching Frasier when it first came out. I kind of stopped a few years in. I don't remember, but I didn't watch the last few years of Frasier. 30 Rock was good. I don't know if I saw all of it, but I think I did. I think I saw all of 30 Rock. I binged it. 30 Rock was good. Yeah, that was a good show. I don't remember how long ago. Jeez. That's when I was downloading torrents. when I did that. So that's got to be at least 6 years ago, 7 years ago. Community, I did not watch. No, I haven't done that one yet. And might not. I don't know if I ever will, but I haven't done Community yet. Oh, there's Little Valley. The new Frasier tries too hard to be funny. That's a good way to put it. Yeah, I mean that's a good way to put it. Or they're doing what they did in the original. It's like that type of a sitcom, and it just doesn't work. Like, I don't know, but I think trying too hard is a good way to put it. Jesse, faint smile. That's my son Jesse right there, my middle son right there. How's it going? Happy New Year, Jesse. Happy New Year. I guess no. You said you were doing nothing, right? Nobody does anything anymore. I watched Cheers. I saw all the Cheers. Cheers, I saw all of them right to the end on the original run. Simpsons is a Cheers humor in family and animated form. Simpsons is Cheers? No. You think? No, I don't see it like that. You're doing nothing. You're not playing games with Zach. What's Zach doing then? Sideshow Bob. Yeah, that was Frasier. Hang on, I gotta answer this here. Were you guys on a video call, Jess? I heard Zach's phone going off. Hang on, I'm almost done. Hang on, I'm getting it done. I'm getting it done. Oop, wrong thing. Yeah. You're streaming games alone? Who's Zach talking to then? Well, yeah, I figured you knew to exclude me. Mom knew I was doing a show. So did Zach, I think. All right. Got about 10 more minutes left here. Zach's talking to himself? That's not good. Oh, Zach is streaming. Oh, I didn't know he started streaming again. He never told me he's starting to stream again. Nice. All right. Well, we're almost at the hour. We need some more questions here. Jesse, you got questions for me? Any kind of questions? I'll just wait patiently. It's okay. I'm going to wait patiently here. I got nothing else to do. Got quiet in here. No, not even Jesse has anything for me. You like corporate white collar crime documentaries? That's cool. It doesn't have to be funny, just anything. Funny, not funny, just not about hockey. Joe, do you like those what do they call them? Those murder porn shows? My cousin used to live with me. She used to love those. She probably still does. I'm watching Suits now, actually, Phil. I am midway through season 4. If that's what you mean, I don't know. Maybe it's not. Even though Meghan Markle is in there, I'm still watching it. No, that's about it. No, we still got about 5 minutes. It has been a long day, I'll tell you. I'm looking forward to not talking for the rest of the day. I don't know how much I've talked today. It's been a lot. All right, well, since we're not getting anything, I got nothing else to add. I think I'm gonna call it a night here unless we get some questions in. It is Q&A and it doesn't work without questions, so. And I'm running out of steam here myself. Organized crime. Yeah, that's always good. Hey, have you watched the show in I think it's Australian, or it's either Australian or New Zealand. It is with what's her name? Lucy Lawless. My Life is Murder. Have you ever seen that? I watched that. I don't know if it's coming back for a 4th season or not, but it's just a regular kind of like Murder She Wrote type of thing. But I don't know. I like it for some reason. Asia's Happy New Year, buddy. 4-show day. Yeah, it's been 3 shows and a video. So yeah, a long day. Have a good one, Phil. Thanks for being around, buddy. And have a happy New Year. And say Happy New Year to your wife as well. You haven't seen that, Joe? I don't know what channel it would be on over there, but it's called My Life is Murder, and it's with Lucy Lawless. And yeah, I like that. It's nothing great or anything, but I don't know. It's just something I enjoyed watching. Short go. Who are you talking about, Phil? Who are you talking about? Short Gomez? Before you go, gotta tell me who that is. Only Murder. Oh, you're talking about that show? No, I haven't seen that. I like Steve Martin. I like Martin Short. I mean Selena Gomez. But yeah, I haven't watched it. Maybe one day. I don't know. It hasn't really caught my attention or my interest, I should say. Try Our Flag Means Death. Haven't seen that out there. I haven't seen that out there even. Guru, you still got a while to go yet. Yeah. Resident Alien. Oh no, I know that. I haven't tried that one. But that's like, is that a network show? Because I don't watch a lot of network shows. I really don't do a lot of network shows. But I'm always looking for something to watch. Something is starting. Good that's starting. What is it that's starting soon? Yeah, I can't remember. I saw something was coming back soon. I was excited. I'm watching Reacher. I don't know if you watch Reacher on Prime. season 2. I just watched something good. I bet you nobody watches this. Before I go, it's called All Creatures Great and Small. It's British. James Herriot from the books. Awesome stuff. I've been reading James Herriot, or started when I was I think 14. Yes, Jesse, you do. You should start tonight. My son says he still needs to start season 2 of Wheel of Time, which it was his favorite book series, and he got me to start reading it. And yeah, so it's on Prime, right? I don't know if anyone's heard of that Wheel of Time. If you watch the series, don't read the books because they're very different. They don't follow the books very well. But it's still good on its own, but it's not very close to the actual series of books. Quantum Leap, the old one, not the new one. I haven't seen the new one, but the old one I used to watch. That sucks, Joe, just to have sports. Gotta have more back. But you can get it. I mean, you get North American shows and stuff. Old farts like Pluto TV, says Franco. What's Pluto TV? Oh, Joe, you watch that? Yeah, I love that. Like I said, I've been watching or reading the James Herriot books. If I've read all those too, at least 5 times each. The small ones, and then not collaborations, but the bigger. All Creatures Great and Small was a book, and All Things Wise and Wonderful. But it was they put all the other books together in that, and then some of his short stories and kids' stories I've read. Now I love James Herriot stuff. So the Christmas special just came out, and I've been waiting for it and checking, and it came out yesterday, and I watched it. I'll watch it again later, probably too. Yeah, love that stuff. And the new one, I don't know if you watched the old one back from the 70s, I believe. The new one's way better than the old one. There must be prawn. What's prawn on? Porn? It's the internet. There's always porn on. Which Man Has a Plan? Is that a show? Man Has a Plan? I don't think so. I haven't heard of it if it is. But I'm always looking for new shows. I don't know what but every time I ask that on here, you guys give me all the shows, but I'm already either watched it or I'm currently watching it. And BL's not here. BL and I agree on most shows. But tonight I'll be watching. Well, I'm going to finish off the Ricky Gervais. And then I will probably watch Suits. I mean, it's already going to be 1 soon, so. I should watch Jujutsu Kaisen. Very good show. But yeah, I don't watch anime, Jess. Anybody out there watch anime besides my kids? The last 2 minutes of Quantum Leap always threw me for a loop, sometimes right out of the left field. You're talking about the old Quantum Leap, but I can't imagine that. You're not as old as me. And I haven't watched the new one. Yeah, but it's you say yeah, but it's good, and I say yeah, but it's anime. It's not for me. I don't deny it's good if you're into anime, but I'm not. So you got me reading Wheel of Time. You're not going to get me watching anime. That I can tell you. Oh, Guru, you watched the original version? I guess I guess you could. I probably saw, if not all of those, pretty much all of those, because I think I remember when it ended. I saw the first episode of Quantum Leap. I would watch it every week, and I'm pretty sure I saw the last episode too. Like when it ended, I saw all that. So I think I saw the whole series. Your niece threw you off when she asked for Demon Slayer books. I don't know those. How young is she? Yeah, but Jess, I've got to finish Wheel of Time before I get to that other series. I still have 4 books. It's the Wheel of Time. It's a 14-book series. I've read 10, so I've got 4 more to go. Thing is, I don't read like for hours and hours at a time, so it could take me like a couple of months to read a book because I read 5 to 15 pages a day. It's not because I'm a really slow reader though. It's because I only read in the bathroom anymore. I don't sit here like I could be sitting here bored and everything. I never go and get a book to read, which I should do, but I don't. Demon Slayer is an anime manga, so there you go. You talk to Giselle about it. Yeah, I didn't know that, but I'm not surprised with that name. Pluto TV has lots of good stuff. Cheers, Frasier, King of Queens. Yeah, but it's not. That's not what I feel like watching these days. So, yeah, no. The Quantum Leap sometimes made sense, sometimes no sense. But I mean, it's from the 70s, is it not? Quantum Leap is from maybe the 80s. I don't remember when Quantum Leap was, but yeah, I mean, it's so long ago. Your niece is 10? My son Jesse just turned 28, so they're close in age, you know. Yeah, I could talk TV for a while. I mean, if you guys want to talk TV, I'd hang in here for a while. You're watching Ascendance of Bookworm season 4. I never heard of that. You sure that's right? Ascendance of Bookworm? That is a weird title. That is a very weird title. I mean, I'm currently just binging something, so I'm watching. Okay, I guess currently I'm watching Suits, For All Mankind. I guess for the new Frasier, but I guess they're on their break for the holidays. What else am I watching currently? Well, All Creatures Great and Small. I was waiting for that episode that ends the season. Fargo. Slow Horses that just finished for season 3, and season 4 is coming in. They said less than a year. What else? Currently watching. Figures I'd go blank on that. I've been watching a lot of British stuff since because of the strike here, the writers' strike and the actors' strike. So a lot of British or Irish, Australian, New Zealand stuff. Like I've watched a lot of shows that I would never have watched if it weren't for this writers' strike and an actors' strike. The Ascendance of a Bookworm. Still never heard of it. Ascendance of a Bookworm is an anime that even Jesse never heard of. Really? Yeah, I wouldn't. I mean, if it's an anime, I don't know anything about it. Have I ever watched The Goldbergs? I did. Not my favorite show. There was something about it that I liked and something about it I didn't really like. So I wouldn't say everything is hilarious, but and it's about a Jewish family, so I relate in some respects, but Well, she's like, you're better than me. I don't know what a manga is or whatever. I don't know any of that. No, I'm not into that stuff. Jesse keeps trying to teach me, but 5 to 10 pages a day sounds like record-breaking numbers. Few weeks to come. The last part, I don't. It's not record-breaking numbers, but I only read in one spot, and I'm not in there forever. I'm not the fastest reader. Like, I've never been a fast reader where I go through. But I mean, I understand everything I read. And when I was in, what was it grade was I in? I think when I was in grade 4 or 5, they put me up into a higher level in reading. I was always ahead of my fellow schoolmates because I started reading before going to school, or just grade 1. By grade 1, I was reading regularly. I think even before that, I started with Curious George. It was Curious George. That was my favorite then. And then the books in school, Fun with Dick and Jane. We had those. And then I started reading books and Hardy Boys and like that kind of stuff. But I've always been a reader. Manga is Japanese comic books. Okay. So what is anime if not like comic books? Happy New Year, Franco. I thought I said that already, but Happy New Year, buddy. Well, it's 50 years ago. Me, I'm older than that. The Goldbergs is not 50 years old. The show is about the 80s, though. What Parmesan shrimp? Parmesan shrimp I like. It was Parmesan on something else. I forget what it was. It wasn't shrimp. So anime is TV shows and movies, and manga is comics. And all kinds of other names for it. Good for you. I'm never going to get. Do you think that's going to sink in? Was I ever into Kenny versus Spenny? No, never saw it. I know the show, like I know I've heard of it, seen it out there, like to download and shit, but I've never watched it. Hardcore Canadian content. It's like hardcore Canadian, eh? Like they really, they're hosers, eh? But need to be a certain breed to watch it. Yeah, you gotta be Canadian, eh? Like take off if you don't understand like Canadian talk, eh? Or from what I understand from people who've watched it and told me about it, you need to be kind of high for that. So maybe I would like it. Tell us about my hand puppets. I don't have any hand puppets. What are you talking about? They did stuff on TV that would never be on today. Oh, God, I was watching. This is funny that you said that. I was over at my ex-wife's and watching her dog. She had to go out, whatever. So I'm there, and she has Roku. Roku's all the free stuff, and it's all old stuff. So I'm watching Dean Martin roasts. If anybody old enough remembers those, the Dean Martin roasts. I watched a show from 74 and one from 75. And I thought the whole way through, it's like, oh my God, you couldn't do any of that stuff on today. It was way overly sexual. And all the racist shit, the racism, sexism, it was ridiculous. And that was it was de rigueur back in the day. And today, most of that would not be on TV. They would not allow it. We're too woke for that. So yeah, it's crazy. Like when you watch old TV from the 70s and shit, and if there's black people in there, you go, wow, wow, have they ever come a long way? I know that's not a great way to put it, but like today, you'd be surprised at how they were treated on TV, and it was just like, oh, that's normal. There's no way that could happen today. So yeah, I mean, it was different back in the day. Did I watch Letterkenny in the spinoff show? I did. I watched. I've seen all of Letterkenny. Just waiting for the new series. It's out, but where I watch it, they haven't gotten it yet. So, but Shoresy, I saw both seasons already. Just for you, I'm not sure. Like Shoresy, you're gonna like. I know that for sure. Letterkenny though might be, and I don't mean this in a bad way. You might not get all the English humor. It's Ontario humor, really. Although there's one episode where they go to Quebec for fishing, and that's a funny one. That's really good. One Kenny versus Spenny has who can smoke more weed? Oh, I should have been on that. To be on CBC, they had to do drug advisories during the contests. Really? Well, they were really smoking weed? Wow. How come I'm not on that show? Actually, I can't smoke as much as some people. I mix mine with tobacco, so you see me smoke a lot, but it's not all weed. It's about half and half, I'd say. So when I do a show like a game and I smoke 4, say, I'm really only smoking 2 in 3.5 hours. That's not bad. Now Kenny versus Spenny has been on for a while, so that's been on since before we were legalized here. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, we're cool in Canada. Utopia. I want to say I saw. I think I saw that show, but I don't know if it's the same show I'm thinking of. But I think I did, and if it is, it was fucked up. That show. It was, but I don't know if it's the same because I think there's another show very much, maybe with the same name, which is weird. The Utopia I saw, God, was gotta be 6 or 7 years ago, 5, 6, 7 years ago. I don't know if it's the same one. I do think it there was I think there was a first 2 seasons and then they sort of spun it off a little in a different direction after. I didn't watch that. I think that's what it was. Anyway, I think I saw that. And yes, it was fucked up. That makes me think of that show about all the robots, oh fuck, what was it called? It was like a vacation place. You go there and whatever you wanted to be, like if you wanted to be in a Western world, Westworld. There you go. How do you like that? Like that's weird that I just did that. Westworld, weird show. And then they canceled it without really finishing it. I thought, or did they finish it? Or they finished it in a weird way. They like hurried up to finish. That's what it was. Instead of having another season, they extended the last season a little bit and then hurriedly finished it, and it was fucked up. Utopia, I believe, was a British show. Yes, I think it was the same one. Yeah, the '60s show I never saw Westworld, and I think it was a movie, wasn't it? Not a show. And yeah, redone in a few years ago. It ended only 2-3 years ago. That was really fucked up. It ended, yeah, after the pandemic. It ended. We got 2 seasons, I think, after the pandemic. Anyway, that was a weird show. In the original Westworld, yes, Yul Brynner. But wasn't that wasn't a show? It was a movie, wasn't it? Let me see now. Yul Brynner and Richard. What was his name? I can see his face. I know his first name. I can't remember his last name. Logan's Run. I saw Logan's Run. I think in the theater when I was like, I might have been 14, 15, something like that. I saw that in the theater. Yes, Logan's Run. And then saw it on TV once or twice, I think. But pre-internet stuff, But yeah. And no, okay. I saw the movie. I think I saw the movie in the theater. Then there was a TV show, Logan's Run. So I don't know if you're talking about the movie or the TV show. And the TV show only lasted a couple of seasons. But that's going back far. Because the movie was in the 70s, I believe, and the TV show was in the 80s. I want to say. I don't know how you guys are liking it, but I like this. When I saw Harry do a show like this, Harry's a lot younger than me, right? So his audience is younger, so it was a little different. Questions were different. But the format, I said, I got to do that. Soylent Green, I saw in a drive-in. Soylent Green. So when it came out, and then I saw it on TV. But yeah, that was a weird movie. I think I was 11, and I saw it in a drive-in in Ottawa. My dad's youngest sister lived in Ottawa. We'd go visit every now and then, and stay there. Like as kids, we'd visit and stay over for a bit, and they took us to see that. My aunt and uncle. I'd go with my two cousins. Yeah. But Soylent Green, yeah, Soylent Green was, what were they? It was a cracker made of human beings. Yeah, that was a. Listen, you know what? We're kind of. It's kind of. I don't know what year it was supposed to take place, but kind of like now, no? In the future. Charlton Heston. Before he was the NRA president. I like this old movie or show talk, but we're losing people. Well, I didn't think I would do the 90 minutes, but I was originally going to do 90 minutes. I'm getting there. Anybody else got any movies? TV shows from back in the day? I think we're only older people left here. It was over 40s or older than that? Because if you remember, Charlton Heston's father ended up going into one of those places and giving his body to Soylent Green. He was old. Who was it, too? Was that Edward G. Robinson? No. Maybe it was. The $6 Million Man and the Bionic Woman. Sure, I watched those. Never missed one of those. Listen, Lindsay Wagner, she was hot in the day. $6 Million Man. We can rebuild him. We have the technology. They had the technology. They didn't have the for the stunts. They didn't have really good stunt work. Wonder Woman. I guess I watched Wonder Woman here and there because, back in the day, there wasn't a lot of options to watch, right? You had like 3 or 4 stations, right? So when I was forced to watch Wonder Woman because the other channels were showing worse, I watched it. I love Western movies, not necessarily like the old ones, but from the 70s and on, like Clint Eastwood, right? My favorite Western of all times is The Outlaw Josie Wales. That's a great Western. But man, I love Western movies, TV, Gunsmoke. I've seen a lot of Gunsmokes. Yeah, I love Westerns. One of my favorite genres is Westerns. Wild Wild West. When I was a kid, oh man, it was on repeat. Like, so they were rerunning them in the afternoon, like at 4 in the afternoon after school. Never missed that. Yeah, Franco, I get it, but I'm not. It's not like, I mean, I loved all that stuff. I don't know that I'm really interested in going and watching it all again. That's the thing. Because quite frankly, the new shows and all that is much better quality than the stuff back in our day. Do I like horror movies? I used to, because and I don't anymore, mostly because I saw them all and they're all the same still today. And I got to the point where I could watch not every horror movie, but a lot of them, and 20 minutes in, I already knew what, who the killer was or this or that. So I stopped watching. I think the last one I saw when I was in that stage, like I was watching a lot of horror movies. I don't remember the name of the movie now. What was it called? It was with Linda Blair. I know that. From The Exorcist, that girl. So what happened was that, like, you thought you knew who the killer was. They made you really think. And then at the end, somebody you never heard of saw, they never talked about, that was just there. And that was the killer. It was like, no, I'm done now watching these things. And I stopped basically watching horror movies. Have I seen 1883? Yes, I have. It was supposed to be a one-off, but I hear we might get a second season of 1883. So yeah, and interesting enough, Taylor Sheridan, is it for all mankind? No, I'm watching something. What am I watching that Taylor Sheridan did? I can't remember. I just watched something, and it was one of his things. Or I'm currently watching something else new. He's got so many things going on. But yeah, 1883, 1923. I'm waiting for a second season of that. Don't listen to my son down there. He says I can't watch horror because I get scared when I walk the dog at night. Eh, that's the real reason he won't say. That's not true. Hey, JD, good to see you out there. Youngblood, sure, back in the day. What's his name? What's his name? Why can't I think of his name? The guy that doesn't age. Um, yeah, it wasn't that bad, but it was kind of too Hollywood. It wasn't very realistic as far as hockey movies go. R9N, don't know what that is. Ron Lowe is a babe. Ron Lowe, you're into guys now? I don't know. Did you spell that right? Hockey movies I like, but they don't make a lot of really good hockey movies. Rob Lowe, that's who it is. Rob Lowe. Yeah, listen, Rob Lowe was good in there, basically, but I mean, it wasn't a great movie. His girlfriend was great. I like the girlfriend. It wasn't a great movie overall, though. But yeah, I saw it. It wasn't as good as like Mystery Alaska was great for a hockey movie. The Rocket. They don't make a ton of Slapshot. I mean, you can't beat Slapshot. Slapshot. I saw that in. I mean, I was 14. I saw that in either 77 or 78, winter of 78. I'm not sure which one. Yeah, that was a great movie. Franco, Benny Hill, no, never liked Benny Hill. The Goodies, I'm not sure I know that. But Monty Python, been watching Monty Python since early mid 70s. I've been watching Monty Python since mid 70s. Oh, Ron Lowe. I know. Okay, you said Rob Lowe though. Ron Lowe is a babe, but you said Rob Lowe, and then nope, Ron Lowe was a goalie. Yeah, I remember that, Ron Lowe. That's not what you're talking about. And yeah, same excuse here, buddy. Same excuse. No different. I've always liked British stuff. I don't know. Since I'm young, I guess I never had trouble understanding the accents or getting the sense of humor. Monty Python's kind of dry humor, but I love Monty Python. And currently, I've been watching a lot of British stuff. Keanu Reeves was in Youngblood? I don't remember that. You sure about that, Giselle? I don't remember Keanu Reeves being there. Having trouble talking now. I think I must be high and tired, or my pills are kicking in. One of the two. I don't remember him being in there at all. He still plays hockey. He's a goalie, Keanu Reeves, but he's a lot older now too. And I think Rob Lowe also play. I don't. He's an American. He's not Canadian, but I think he does play hockey really in real life as well. Or else they taught him well how to skate, or it wasn't him actually skating. That's why they didn't show you his feet. And when they showed his feet, they didn't show you his body or his face. JD, that's the first hockey question tonight. Reeves was the goaltender in the movie. I really didn't know that. The Costco kid, I'm assuming, is Arbor. I said just actually the other day, I think by the end of January. And then I saw on Twitter, I think it was a writer. I think it was Blaine Podman was talking to somebody or was tweeting about it, and he figures once the All-Star weekend is over, Arbor should be back up. That makes a lot of sense to me. He's not going to be there. He's not going to be down the whole season, from what I've gathered from reading. But he's not coming back up right away yet. So my guess, though, is I think by the end of January. But then the All-Star game is not that far off from there. So, yeah, I think that's it. So another month or so, and we'll have Arbor back up. He's doing really well down there. So I think when he gets back up here, we're gonna watch him play and go, yeah, that was a good thing he went down. That's my opinion. I knew Patrick Swayze was in Youngblood. He was the captain of the team. Doesn't Keanu Reeves have Canadian ties? Yes. I believe he was born in Hawaii, but I know he grew up in Canada. I think one of his parents are Canadian, so he is Canadian and American. But yeah, he grew up here in, I'm going to say the Toronto area because it's just easy to say. I don't know if that's actually true or it was out in BC, but he grew up in Canada. JD, yes, the Celeb League. That's right. That's where they play. If Michael J. Fox was able to, he'd be there too. He used to play in that, I remember. But yeah, there's a lot of the rich guys playing hockey. Keanu Reeves was born in Lebanon and raised in Toronto. I thought he was born in Hawaii. You sure about that? I believe Keanu Reeves was born in Hawaii. Why do I believe that? I'm not 100% sure. He is Canadian, so I know he's part. Like, I don't think he's like a full-on Canadian if he was born in Hawaii. Kind of like me being born in New York, just born there, but parents are Canadian, and I've been here my whole life pretty much. His name means river in Hawaiian. I don't think it's because his name means river. It's because he's Hawaiian, I believe, from birth. If it's the Toronto area, he's tainted. That's not true. That's not true. Was he a Leafs fan? Could be tainted if he was a Leafs fan, and I believe he was. He was either a Leafs fan or a Habs fan, obviously. The Fox joke about Michael J. Fox? Did I make a joke? I don't think I made a joke. Google says Keanu Reeves was born in Beirut, Lebanon. I swear I thought it was Hawaii. So there you go. I got it wrong. New York better than Toronto? Well, I was born in upstate New York, Poughkeepsie, New York. That's where I was born, Dutchess County. At 4.5, my parents moved back to Canada. So I've been here. I'm going to be 61. So let's say that's the half, the one. So I've been here 56 years. July 2nd, 2024 will be 57 years. And basically in Montreal or the Montreal area, my whole life, except the I think it was 4 or 5 years we lived in Ormstown. I believe you guys that it was Lebanon. I'm not going to argue it. Wow, we're going on 2 hours. That's pretty good. And I'm awake too. This is pretty good. But gonna have to stop soon enough because I gotta go walk the dog. Hey, Can't Control Life. Happy New Year, buddy. Good to see you out there. I hear your Sens won big today. There was a Sens fan in claiming that the Sens are not going to win, not going to lose another game. They're the GOATs, and it's all because of Forsberg. It was pretty funny. Is it my accent, or it's because I'm a great comedian, JD? Wasn't there a movie from your hometown that referred to tapes? Yes, it was. It's on Prime. It's called the Poughkeepsie Tapes. I started it, but it wasn't that exciting. It's a matter of fact, it's leaving Prime soon. That's I think, but it's called the Poughkeepsie Tapes. That's where I was born, my hometown. Its claim to fame is that IBM had its headquarters there. I don't know if they still do, and that's why we were there. Is my dad was into real estate, and he was an appraiser for IBM. He appraised. They moved employees around a lot, so when a guy got transferred somewhere else, my dad would appraise his home. I don't know what else he did, but I know he worked for IBM. Giselle says Keanu's father is from Hawaii, and his mom is British, but grew up in North Toronto. There you go. So he's not actually Canadian, but he grew up in Canada. You tried to watch the Poughkeepsie Tapes with a girl? That would Wait, how old is that thing then? I know I started watching it. I know it wasn't like brand new, but how old was that? I don't remember. IBM's headquarters, so their head offices it wasn't, and probably still they have an office there. I don't know if it's their head office. Was in Poughkeepsie, New York. I know. I mean that I know because I've seen it. And it was there many years. My mom's sister married an American guy, and they lived in Poughkeepsie for many years before they moved out to Arizona. So we used to go visit often as a kid. So like I saw it many times, so I know it was there. My dad wasn't just saying he worked for them. So, but they probably had offices all over the place. But that happened to be their head office. JD, what's a CCAM? Or the word isn't spelled right. Oh, that documentary is that old, Guru? That's weird. I didn't know it was that old. Am I following the juniors? Can't control. Yeah. I mean, I've been watching the Canada games. Yeah, I missed a little bit of today's game, but I saw most of it, and I saw the other 3 games. 2, 3, 3, 2 games. It's 3 games total they played. Am I right? 3 games or 4 now? I can't remember. No, it's 4 games. So I think I saw the whole Sweden game. I saw all the first 2 games. Yeah. So let's say we go another. Geez, I don't know. Another little bit, but not much longer. What time is it? 1:15. Jeez. Time flies when you're having fun. Anybody got anything else? I got more answers than me. Just got to feed me the questions. Does Keanu claim to be Canadian? But how would he be Canadian, though? He wasn't born here, and his parents aren't from here. Unless his mom got Canadian citizenship before he was born, then yes, he'd be Canadian. If you're born outside of Canada, but at least one of your parents is Canadian, then you're Canadian, as well as wherever you were born. And that's my case. I'm American because I was born there, but both my parents are Canadian. So I've got my Canadian citizenship. I'm not an immigrant. JD, do you say you missed Russia? Were you ever in Russia? Why would you miss Russia? I don't think that's words that were said by anybody anytime ever. He became Canadian resident in his youth before moving to Hollywood. Well, if his mother was Canadian citizen, like I said, then he would be Canadian citizen as well. Elon's mom is Canadian? Yuck. So that means Elon has Canadian citizenship if he wants it. It's not that it's automatically given to you, but if you ask for it, they'll give it. You've got Canadian citizenship. There's no so other people where it's iffy if they have the right, like because my cousin got her Canadian citizenship. She had to apply and do different things than I have to do to get it, right? So for me, it was automatic because I know why. Both my parents are Canadian. Only her mom was Canadian, and then her mom moved back. I lived in the States for so long that she wasn't sure she was going to get it, but she did get it. JD, then he's got Canadian parents. I think it has to be your parent. It can't be a grandparent. But if her parents were Canadian, she was born in Britain, she's Canadian. And therefore, yes, he has Canadian citizenship. Elon is, Elon is South African. Not African American. That's wrong. Yeah, like Charlize Theron. She's South African. White South African. Oh, I figured you out, JD. Don't worry. Guru, his dad, I think his dad is from South Africa, but he was born, I believe Elon was born and raised in South Africa. And then emigrated to Canada because of that, and then went to the States. And the reason I say like that, because I just saw this on a video or on TV or one of the shows I watch. I just saw this, and that's how he got here. Yeah, he's one of our. We're not a proud son of Canada, but he's a Canadian. If his mom is Canadian, he's Canadian. Hey, Lucas, Happy New Year, buddy. Happy New Year, buddy. I've never heard Elon say he's Canadian, though. I've never heard, but I try not to listen to him as much as possible now. I used to like him. I thought he was this genius guy. He's not this genius guy. He's a fucking asshole. He's a racist piece of shit. Racist, anti-Semitic, not a good person. But he's going to fall soon. Twitter is going to fail soon. He's going to run out of money. Do South Africans own people? I don't think so anymore. Didn't under Nelson Mandela, didn't they stop all of that? But yes, white South Africans, they're racist people in general. Not all of them, obviously, but it's not great people in general. For black people, not great. Lucas, yeah, because his good reputation was all false. That's why it's gone to shit. And it turns out he's just an asshole and not a very good businessman either. Does that mean he's an idiot? No, I mean, he's an intelligent man, but he's got some problems that really screw him up. And, the racism, the fascism, the anti-Semitic outlook that he has. He thinks he's better than all of us. I mean, sure, he's intelligent and all that, but he's not better than all of us. Look how he's running Twitter right into the ground. Jason, I don't know that that's 100% accurate, though. As his reputation gets eroded, so will everything that, look at Tesla's stock has gone way down. So that's a good way to go broke, and he doesn't live off a lot of money. Apparently he doesn't have a lot of cash. He's not very fluid. Is that the right word? He's got a lot of money in things, but he doesn't have a lot of cash. He lives very frugally too, from what I hear. But will he ever go broke? Goddamn right he will. When all your money's tied up into your business, and then your business, you're going to go broke. Maybe not broke the way we go broke, but he's going to be broke. Wait, JD, what did he? I saw him once on Rogan. I used to watch Rogan. He's an asshole too. I don't like Rogan. He spews out a lot of bullshit that he doesn't know what he was even saying. Charlize Theron's father was violent, and her mom shot and killed him. Never knew that. Look at Trump, hasn't stopped him. What hasn't stopped him? Trump will come to an end, don't worry. And it won't be a good one either. Kind of true there, Lucas. JD, who used to run the ports where? South Africa, you talk about? Jason Teal, I didn't say Tesla's going anywhere. What I said was, because of all of Elon's bullshit and the stuff he says and all that, Tesla's numbers are down. Their stock is down. So, but Tesla could go bankrupt. Doesn't mean electric cars are going away. Tesla doesn't make the only electric cars. They don't even make the best ones, I don't think, either. Never heard of them, Gisela. Is Trump able to run in the next election? Unless they take him off the ballots everywhere. So far, one state has, Colorado. Other states have are considering it. One has rejected that. So yeah, he can run, but I think if he's convicted of the January 6th stuff, then no, because 14th Amendment in the U.S. says that if you are involved in, secession or whatever you call that, you can't hold office in the U.S. And that's why he got kicked off the ballots in Colorado. And if other states start doing that, and there's enough states that actually do it, and he's not on the ballot, I don't see how he's going to win. Electric cars, well, because there's already, Canada by 2035, all cars that are sold, all new cars will be electric. And when it's not just here that it's doing that, it's a lot of places. So, yeah, they're popular. JD, Aaron Rodgers, what? I'm not understanding you, man. Aaron Rodgers is a freaking. He's a piece of work. That guy. Guru, but look at what Polyev's doing. Same exact thing. Polyev, if you don't like Trump, but you like Polyev, don't know how that could be. Polyev, it's the same thing. It's all lies. All they do is just repeat lies over and over and over again, and people believe it because why? In general, most people are fucking stupid. I don't know how else to say it, but if you're voting for Pierre Polyev, You got to look in the mirror and say, why? Lucas, yeah, that's politics. Trudeau's not good either. Why? Because your life is so horrible under Trudeau? So horrible. Yeah, I see. I'm taking Trudeau over Polyev any day of the week and twice on Sunday. Imagine if Polyev was here in power when the pandemic hit. Yeah, that would have gone well. He's gaining momentum. I don't believe the polls, first of all. So, no, I don't even think, honestly, I don't think Polyev survives as leader of the party to the election. Yeah, I never had heard of them. So it's Trudeau that's doing it. Trudeau. Okay, let me ask you this, Jason. Is Trudeau so powerful that this problem you're having, they're having it in the States, in Europe, anywhere you want to name, this is the same problem. Trudeau's doing that to everybody? Trudeau's doing it. It's Trudeau's fault. Housing is provincial. Whatever you want to name is provincial, but it's Trudeau's fault. You get a grip, you know? I told you guys that are right wing. Don't tell me. I'd rather I don't know. Geez, I don't want to get mad. Why are you making me mad? I'll tell you what, if Polyev gets in, Jason, when you're dead, you're still going to be used. It's going to get so much worse under the conservatives. They're going to cut everything. Literally everything. They don't believe in it. And he said it flat out, Polyev. We're conservatives. We don't believe in that. In giving money to people for any reason at all. As a matter of fact, we're going to take your retirement money. You think you're going to have retirement money when you retire if Polyev's in? Yeah, right. But yeah, it's Trudeau's fault that the world is going through this increase in prices. Maybe ask Galen Weston why the fuck he's gouging us and all the other big supermarkets and everybody else that's gouging in every other goddamn industry. But it's Trudeau's fault. But Lucas, if that's the case, then they're idiots and they don't know what they're talking about, and they should learn and read and research more. Oh, we're getting near the end. Yeah, from what I understand, ask Polyev. He accuses Trudeau with this WEF. Ask Polyev where he gets his money from. If it's not a lot of it coming from there. Ask him what he spends $18,600 a day of Canadian taxpayer money on. And what he did with $3.3 million in 6 months. And why he complains that kids have no food and they're hungry and then votes down the bill to feed them in school. So if you're going to vote Polyev, that's what you're voting for. How'd this turn into a political show? But Guru, at least Trudeau went on holiday and he paid the 30,000 out of his own pocket. And he went on holiday now. He's on holiday now. He's paying for it out of his own pocket. Poilievre's on holiday and we're paying for it. There's a fucking difference there, buddy. And I don't mean it in a bad, that sounded mean. I didn't mean it, but I hate that guy. If he gets in, man, the only thing to do is to leave. Because this country is completely going to shit. But yeah, we need a change. We just need a change. But yeah, vote for against your own best interest. That's the smart thing to do. But Guru, how can we not hate each other? The right has totally divided everything with all their lies about the left. And believe me, it's lies. So how can we not hate each other? Someone comes up and says, I'm voting Poilievre. I don't want to talk to them. I got nothing to say to them. Not nice things anyway. And you know what? Doesn't matter what I say to them. Not going to change their minds. Canada's going to shit because it's the number 2 country to live in the world, but we're going to shit. We're going to shit because the right wing. That's why we're going to shit if we are, but we're not because we're the second best country to live in the world. How is that possible if it's so shitty here? Just the fact that you have the right and you can do it and complain and call Trudeau what you all call him means that we have the freedom that we have. Try doing that in Russia. See where that'll get you in Russia. Talk about freedom. I think the number 1 country is Sweden. One of those countries. I think it's Sweden. Jason, it would be nice to be able to afford stuff again. Yeah, it's the big corporations that are at fault. So go against them. But saying fuck Trudeau is ridiculous. JD, I agree with you. But at least there's one leader out there that's doing something that helps the people. And that is Trudeau. And if you don't believe me, that's fine. But the Liberals' policies are at least helping people. And I know this for a fact because it's helped 2 of my sons through the pandemic. Without Trudeau doing that, they would have been, I don't know what they would have been doing. So sorry, I got respect for him. I don't like everything he does. But, the stuff I don't like, any politician would do. They all do it. His problem was he got caught a couple of times. Let's all hug. Yeah, listen, I'll say this now. I apologize to Jason, to anybody that sounds like I was really coming at them. I wasn't. I'm just, I guess I've been on here too long all day. So apologies. I don't mean to insult anybody, but that's why I said a while back, if you're right wing, please don't tell me. Please. I'd rather like you and not think, because it's impossible now not to hate. I never used to care what you were politically. It's fine. Be what you want. But now it's different. Jason, yes, Serb. Serb helped both of my sons. My third, he was already working, had a good job, didn't have a problem. The other 2, they needed it, and it was there for them, and they survived through the pandemic because of it. Both wings make the bird fly. That's I never heard that. You're right. Except now there's a difference. Now the bird's flying awkwardly, like out of balance, because there's no way to line up the left and the right anymore. The left extreme are crazy. The right extreme are crazier. Center, that's where it is. That's where I'm at. The people who got screwed over technicalities had the option to fight back. My youngest son got told he owed them $15,000, all of it back. Yet he was deserving of it, so he appealed and he won. A lot of people who got it taken back is because they shouldn't have applied. They knew they shouldn't have applied and they applied anyway. And then there are some people who fell through the cracks and did get hurt. I agree. But a lot more people got helped by it than got hurt by it. And quite frankly, I mean, if you knew you didn't qualify and you applied, knowing that, oh, well, I'm going to get it and I'll pay the piper down the road, well, that's what happened. And a lot of people did that. But Lucas, even if they overpaid you, you got to pay some back. It's at easy terms. It's not like they're going to bankrupt you to pay it back. No, JD, for the best place to live in the world, no, we're second. We moved up from third to second. So no, they're not. Maybe one of them is the one that's up ahead of us. But no, there's only one country ahead of us. And this just came out a month ago. Just I don't think that translates well because I'm not sure what you're saying there. We were third behind Norway and Denmark. We moved up into second. So either Norway or Denmark is ahead of us. And the other one fell behind us. We moved from third to second. But that's because things are going to shit here. You know, everything is going to shit. You got no freedom. You can't do anything. Prices are high, rents are high, and it's all Trudeau's fault. Yeah, anyways, Lucas, this show is supposed to be different, so we're all talking Habs family. Like I said, I'm not mad at anybody, even though I know I sounded like I was really pissed at Jason. I'm not pissed at Jason. I'm not. I'm just pissed at the talking points he's using. That's all. Growing up, we could talk about politics and not hate the other person and not want to kill the other person. It's hard today to do that. Jason, the housing, you know that housing is a provincial thing, right? There's a minister of housing federally, but he doesn't do what the provincial housing guys are supposed to do. So Trudeau is so bad that what he's doing, since the provincial governments won't build housing, even though they give them money for it, they bypassing the provincial governments, going directly to the municipalities and building homes. And they've made deals now all across Canada. And there's a ton more going to come because they got to go to a lot of municipalities. But yeah, the government is bypassing the provincial government because the provincial governments are doing shit about it and taking the money. So sounds like Trudeau's not bad. Wow, they're coming fast and furious now. Jeremy, actually, a lot of people are like that. And as you get older, if you were liberal, you like I was really liberal all the way. now that I'm older, I've got some not, I mean, I got some right wing things that, I believe in, but in a centrist way, right? So a centrist, a little bit of both, but not to the extreme. So I'm not to the extreme either way, but a little bit of both. Jason, if the conservatives are in charge, you're going to care who's in charge. Believe me, it's not going to be pretty. Lucas, it was Trump. It was when Trump announced he was going to run. Hasn't been the same since. Has not been the same since. JD, that's a good point. I guess you're talking about Serb. He says people used the system. Shocked. Right? They knew that they were going to have to get money back from people and that people would take advantage of that system. So then to complain of that people got hurt by it, well, maybe they shouldn't have applied for something. I get people needed it, but some people didn't qualify. So if you didn't qualify, you shouldn't apply. Believe me, I could have applied for it. I would have gotten it, but they would have taken it all back. Why would I even do that? She's like, you're talking about Republicans in the States. That's what you're talking about. That's exactly what they do. They gerrymander their districts, so they just have to run. They know they're going to win, but they're all just bland, boring bullshit nothings. Jason, I never said you said you like Polyev. I didn't say that. But a lot of people who make the talking points you are do. JD says Norway is the one that's number one, and we bypassed, we went ahead of Denmark into number two. So there you go. I was not wrong. Just no, I don't know how they came about. Don't really need to. JD, housing is a provincial thing. So if you're having housing issues in your province, yes, it's the premier's fault because he's not getting his um, minister or whatever they call it to do the job. They're taking the money that the federal government's giving them for housing, and they're not doing anything with it for housing. It's what's happening in Ontario. It's what's happening in Alberta. It's what's happening wherever there's a conservative government. I mean, just look at Ontario. That was a great province, and Ford just totally ruined it. So anyway, enough with the politics. And I think I'm going to call it a night unless you guys want to go on with something else. I don't mind going a little longer, but yeah. Jason, if that's the case, go after your provincial government. Again, Guru, Galen Weston gouging our asses off. And prices are going to go up. He just came out and said they're going to go up because the government wants to regulate that. And, well, you're going to regulate it? Well, guess what? We're going to raise prices. So you want to go after anybody, go after the grocery chains because they are gouging us. Is that how left and right came about? Ray, I know I hear people. Don't bark. Ray. Somebody's outside making noise. All right. Anyways, I think I'm going to call it here. It was great. I had a lot of fun, even though it sounded like I was mad. It was a very spirited debate here. I'm going to do this again. I'm not going to wait till New Year's the next time, but this is going to be something I'm going to do from time to time. Yeah, just something like this where we talk about whatever, and it's not hockey, something different. All right, I'm losing my voice. I want to thank everybody for being here all year, not just tonight. I want to thank just everybody, especially you guys here that stayed this long for this show. And also, I kind of want to give JD a special thank you for just being part of the Talking Habs on-air family and kind of being a little bit back in the fold. Great to have you back in the fold a bit there, JD. And good to have you here tonight, too. And, of course, everybody else. You know, even Jason, I'm not mad at you. Hope you understand. And if you think I am, my apologies. So it was a good conversation. It's been a long day. Like I said, I'm losing my voice. I'm going to say goodnight. Thanks, everybody, for being here. Enjoy the rest of, well, it's New Year's Day now. So enjoy New Year's Day. And let's have a great 2024. So that's it. I'm going to call it here. Till next time, stay safe out there. Peace out. And thanks for being here. Happy New Year, everybody. And I'll see you soon. Be back on at least on Tuesday for the game. Ciao, everybody. And if I could find my cursor. Ciao, ciao.